we got Grace and May still fighting, James up at the Biltmore, Miss Cross doing her thing, light skin love still happening, Zora running away. Look, we got a lot of stuff to get to. Let's do this. Nerd Soul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, breathe that StreetGeek and Nerd Soul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we come with another wonderful episode of On Screen. It's finally back. It's season 3. It's been a while, but we're gonna talk about a wonderful church family that never has any types of problems at all because they all love each other. And that show is called Greenleaf. Now, before I get started off, I'm gonna start off light. Yo, the receptionist, Corinne. Yo, bruh. Yo, she made it mad known she was not feeling Miss Cross. She was like, Bishop is busy. You know what I'm saying? She was like, look, then she said, why don't you call Bishop? Why Bishop gotta be? Look, Bishop, all right, look, you too hyped for Miss Cross right now. And we gonna get to James for a second. We a little too happy, but at least Corinne, we right here. I see what you see. We both understand. We know where things is going. We see these little snake-like tricks that she doing. But let's get into your boy James. You know, he did get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? When you get kicked out, you gotta go somewhere. You know, you can't just sleep on the street. There's a large variance between street and the Biltmore, especially the Biltmore with another woman that looks like Miss Cross. See, if Miss Cross didn't look like she did, it'd be all good. If Miss Cross was old and crinkly, it'd have been fine. But the first time we meet Miss Cross, we're like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should remove myself from this position. But I will give him this. Yo, he holding strong. He holding strong. Homegirl is all up, waking him up, giving him the tender touch, all that. He held strong, you know what I'm saying? So for a brother like me, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see him holding on. He said, look, I'm married. She was like, well, she kicked you out. He like, look, it ain't got nothing to do with what she said. It matters to me that I made a promise to God that I wouldn't be running around. Now, he did run around before, but look, man, people try to make changes, all right? They try to change. And speaking of that change, we got May sitting up in the house on some of house is not a house type mess, just all by herself looking lonely. Look, May's problem, and I'll get to in a second with Grace, May's problem is like, homegirl, it's this vision of perfection that she know good and well. Like, it's kind of like if we hide it all, then we the perfect family. Now, they is living fat. I ain't going front on that, but come on, man. Look, come off your high horse just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And everything should be fine, but you gotta have everything perfect. Everything has to be your way. And since everything has to be your way, everything is always gonna go your way. Or if it's gonna be your way all the time, people gonna leave and not be around you because they wanna have their way sometimes too. Anyway, the bottom line is, she need to suck it up and just, look, they've been married all this time. You can't get over a little bit of cheating? That's old cheating too. They act like it's cheating from yesterday. All right, you talk about years and years of cheating long ago. But anyway, I know it's still wrong, but let's talk about Grace and May. Both sides got a point, you know what I'm saying? Grace ain't make Zora run away. You know what I'm saying? Grace like, look, my hands is clean on that. But May has a point. Grace has a way of being like, oh, I gotta uncover the truth. It's like, well, what about you uncovering your truth? Because technically, last season, you was about to run away again to New York, and I'm pretty sure you were gonna take your daughter. And doesn't your ex-husband want to see his daughter every now and then? Like, I do remember when he came over, like, it was a while back. He came over and he was like, yo, I want to see my daughter, blah, blah, blah. And she was on some, nah, she with me. So you got your own issues. Why you gotta be detecting everybody else's? You know what I'm saying? Now, the whole Matt thing was valid. That did need to come out. I don't know if she need to kill him, but I'm just saying I understand. But on the whole, she does do a lot of, I gotta uncover the truth. You need to cover your own truth. Your stuff ain't all right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't all ship shape. So Lady May got a point. I just think she's putting a lot of the blame on Grace when maybe all of it isn't warranted. Now, before I hit the jump, I do want to get on Charity for just a second where she comes home and she's like, where's daddy? That was funny. It's like, girl, you left for 2 days or you left for a day or something. You know, look, this house moved fast, all right? You leave, you blink 1 second, everybody be gone. Look, so I did think that was funny. She came back just with the dumbfounded face. It's like, look, daddy gone, mama mad, you know what I'm saying? You got light-skinned love with Grace, all kind, you know, Zora done ran away. Look, just you got to keep your eye on the Greenleaf family because you just never know. Now, we're going to move on to some other cool stuff in just a second. I ain't forgot about Jacob. But first, of course, Curo Brand is going to help us pay them bills. Yeah, check that link below. Hats, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. Once you find something you like, of course, cop it. So let's talk about your boy Jacob real quick. Honestly, I see where he at, because he came home. He was like, look, I want your keys, your purse, your phone, all your money, everything. You ain't gonna have nothing. You ain't gonna have nothing. And also, she slammed the door. Don't be slamming my door. Look, you can slam a door that you pay for. Shout outs to my moms. Circa about 96. Anyway, bottom line is, don't you be slamming no door that you ain't paid for. Also, how you gonna come in talking about you in prison? Prison ain't this nice, all right? Prison ain't got no carpet. They got carpet in there. Your little brother, yo, look, you better stop. Don't go too far. Because like he said, you grounded for life. Grounded for your whole life, all right? If you ever want to come up off that grounded, you better ease up. Just ease up for a second. Now, speaking on Zora, how you gonna go from running away to stealing out the bucket? Stealing out the bucket? Really? And I knew it. We all knew. You saw it, I saw it. We was like, Zora, come on now. Come on now. Now, really quick before I go further, be for real. Jump in them comments, let me know. You know somebody who ever stole out the collection plate? Be for real, be honest. Now, I ain't gonna front. I've heard stories. Actually, I grew up in a church where, you know, some stealing, it didn't happen out of the collection plate, but it definitely happened from the treasury. But look, I'm just saying, do you know someone who ever just swipe $1 just from the collection plate? Because, whew, that's playing with the flames, boy. I don't mess with God. I don't mess with his money neither. Now, I know we're moving fast, but I want to jump on Kev and Charity. The whole thing with Kev being like, yo, he had to get his mind right. Now, I know when you have a kid, you can't just get your mind right whenever you feel like it. But at the same time, Charity was just like, here, take this kid. I'm going to go have a music career. So they both did something very similar where they just dipped and bounced. And they was like, I'll be back when I be back. So I ain't trying to hear Charity on some high horse like, you can't just leave. Like, remember last season when she was like, I'm a single mother? Look, let me keep it real with you. My mom, until she was remarried, my mom was a single mother, all right? She had 2 knuckleheaded boys, me being one of them, and she was on her own, doing it by herself with a job, chilling. She ain't have a maid. She ain't have a whole family support system inside of a mansion, all right? You ain't no single mother, all right? You just happen to be divorced. But skip all that. We gonna talk about the light-skinned love for a second. Hashtag light-skinned love. Yeah, Grace and your boy Rick Fox, he Rick Fox, all right? Look, they almost got into it about, you know, Sunday church. Is he gonna go? She needs the support. He's like, you know what? I ain't gonna go, but I support you when you go. Grace, look, I know. Come on, man. It's Rick Fox. I know he's dreamy. All I'm saying is this. You unequally yoked. That's all I'm gonna say. You supposed to be preaching. You should be telling me this. All I'm saying is, I don't see it lasting for a long time. I mean, you see how your boy get down. I'm just saying, I don't see it lasting. Now, let me interject real quick. That phone call with Jacob where he had both the phones, he was like, Mama, hold up. Daddy, hold up. Grace, what's going on? I thought that was really cool. You know, just seeing him like, oh, snap, Daddy gone? Oh, hold up, Mama, what? So I thought that was funny. But into the conversation with the 3 kids, I still like their dynamic where it's like, yo, we love each other, but like, yo, Grace, you need to do you. Or Charity, you need to do you. Jacob, honestly, this is the first time Jacob's like, yo, look, I'm actually not in no drama. He just chilling. Now, there is some drama at Triumph. Just in a second, we're going to get to that. But for the most part, in the family stuff, he ain't doing nothing. But on the church side, I feel bad for Brittany. Here's why. Brittany, I think, means well, and I think she's hardcore when it comes to the money, but I don't think she has something against Jacob. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's disrespectful like that. And then also seeing this web they're weaving with the skanks and, you know, all that stuff, you can see how the perception, we don't know exactly everything they're saying to Brittany on that side. But she also did come with them flames, man. And you gotta realize that, yo, dude, this is an organization. This is your boss. You gotta have a little bit of respect. You can't just be firing up in their office like, yo, check it. You spending this money, you're gonna run this church into the ground. Even though he could run it, he could. I'm just saying, you kind of habitual line stepped on that, so you gotta reel it in. But sticking on the Triumph side, it was interesting to see the first ladies play out like they did between, of course, you know, Lady May and, I don't know, X-Gang. I can't remember her girl name. She used to be a first lady. But seeing them talk and seeing their demeanor around each other was kind of funny. Also, I think it was nice for Lady May to see her son preaching. He said, you know, this is his vision. This is what, you know, God gave to him. That's what he told me. He told me God gave him this idea. So I think this is nice for her to see, to get a different perspective. And she did let James come home for now for the IRS thing. I also thought it was funny that the IRS letter came in it looked like a birthday card was in that joint. But anyway, we're gonna let that slide. Look, man, look. Many of us have gotten letters from the IRS, all right? Just get your letters straight. That's all I'm saying. Just get your letters straight. Now, I know there's a whole ton of stuff that we need to get talking about down below. So holla at me, I'm holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk Greenleaf. Yo, man, I'm glad it's back. And we got another episode tonight. So holla at me tomorrow as well. And we gonna talk about this crazy family and where it might go. So before I bounce, I'm gonna tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that NERDSoul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And remember, just don't steal from church, y'all. Just don't do it. Peace.